surge of gunfire in broad daylight on a busy street in New Haven.
That violence sent 3 people to the hospital, put schools in the area in lockdown for a time. Good evening, everybody. I'm Keith Coons.
I'm Ann Nyberg. It all started at Long Wharf and Sargent Drive. That's right by the IKEA store. But then police say one of the suspects took off, crashed his car, and broke into a home. News 8's Josh Scheinblum is live tonight in New Haven with more on the chaotic scene.
One person is in a fight for their life after a triple shooting takes place here at the intersection of Sargent and Long Wharf Drives. Police at this hour still remain here on scene. We've seen them taking pictures. We've seen them what looks to be trying to collect evidence, and they tell us that the investigation into how all of this happened is still ongoing. Here's what we know at this time. The shooting took place around 10:45 this morning. Witnesses tell News 8 4 people got out of their cars and began shooting at one another. When the gunfire settled, the man was found shot in the head. It's believed he was the driver of one of the vehicles. His passenger, 18-year-old Maya Beal of New Haven, drove the car away from the scene to Vernon Street. She suffered a gunshot wound to the foot. Both Beal and that man were taken to Yale New Haven Hospital. The man at this hour listed in critical condition. Now, there was also a second car involved, which reportedly had Maryland license plates. It was spotted leaving the scene. The driver of that vehicle is being identified as 25-year-old Luis Rodriguez of New Haven. He was also shot, suffering injuries to his leg. Police tell us they were able to track him down after he drove away and then broke into a home on 2nd Street. A very violent day in the streets of New Haven, and earlier a press conference was held where the lieutenant who was able to coax that individual out of the house said how he was able to do it.
He was very concerned about, obviously, the encounter with police. He had been shot. He didn't know if we considered him a suspect, and so it was just my job to diffuse the situation for him in his head and make him focus on the fact that he needed medical attention.
Police say they've been able to recover 4 guns that were involved in that shooting. The police chief says he wants to make it very clear that there is no threat to the public as a result of what had happened. He called this a targeted situation, but did add, however, that investigators will likely be working throughout today and tomorrow to try to get to the bottom of this. For now, we're live in New Haven. Josh Scheinblum, News 8.